Stenhouse goes to the top of the board. This car showed some practice speed. A lot of people might overlook them in the playoffs as one of the teams that won't get out of round one.
But they had tons of speed last week.
Yeah.
There were times in the race last week that 47 car had the fastest car on the racetrack. They're not going to be an easy out. They're going to put up a fight.
So Harvick was down on the apron to take the green flag. Is that what you're supposed to do?
Shorter route, you know, just taking a couple feet off the overall length of the lap. Thinks that's something that can help him. You wonder about the transition back onto the racetrack and how abrupt that is. Does that knock speed out or not? But he's willing to take a gamble, and he'll do the same thing here. A lot of teams will cross over onto that apron to shorten that distance up to the finish line, and puts him third overall.
And the top 5 will advance to the final round.
Yeah, Stenhouse is roughly 2/10 quicker than Bowman, so it looks like Truex is going to be right over top of that, if not a little better.
I think Truex, I just believe he is the most confident driver in the series right now. He is so relaxed. He's having fun. He just fast every single week.
You see Wallace right now, Bubba trending in the green again.
Watch the throttle on the left side of the screen. Watch his throttle. Never comes all the way out of the throttle, and then back wide opens very quickly. Had to breathe it just a little bit. That is a car that is stuck to the racetrack. To be able to drive it like that, P1 at a 21, and you could see that throttle. You don't drive it like that unless you know the grip is there. Tons of confidence with his car.
At least a 10th faster than Harvick, so that's going to push Harvick out of the top 5, and Chase Elliott goes to 3rd.
But this will move, if he can have this lap, it'll move Blaney out of the top 5 and take a playoff contender that he's racing with to make their next round of the playoffs out of the final 10. And so maybe that's only 2 or 3 positions, but everything matters.
And sure enough, that lap fast enough to put him in 2nd, so he will go to the final round. And a great entry to 3. Can he keep it up? If he does, he's going to be faster than his teammate. Loses a little bit, but it's going to be close. And he's fastest at a 30.19. Which type of driver were you, Jeff? Were you the Kyle Larson side where you didn't want to know anything about what the car was set up, or are you the Michael McDowell side where you want to know everything that's in the car as far as setup?
Unfortunately, I wanted to know it all, and that probably wasn't the best for us. But McDowell with a really good lap right there. That's the fastest of anybody has run so far today. So that 17 is P1 in this group, but also overall.
And one of the few Fords that have shown any kind of pace today. So it's possible out there. You know, the Ford group will be looking at what Michael and his team are doing to find that speed.
We had referenced Ty Gibbs and the issues, and Junior, you were mentioning, I believe as you or Jeff mentioned, the crew swap. The pit crew that had been swapping Ty Gibbs all season long switched over to Christopher Bell at Darlington to start the playoffs because they had been the 3rd fastest pit crew all season long. So Christopher Bell hoping that that will help his possibilities of advancing through the playoffs.
Ross had good pace in practice. Good lap going right here through 1 and 2.
Good speed and going the right direction. 0.2 of a second as he entered turn 3. And getting better.
Man, this is a great lap.
Used all the racetrack.
Wow.
There was almost nothing left.
And our first sub 30-second lap. So the top 10 that will be fighting for the pole from Group A, Reddick, Wallace, Byron, Truex Jr., and Chase Elliott. And from Group B, Chastain, Bell, Larson, McDowell, and Dillon. A 30-37 for him in the first round. Let's see if he can improve upon that.
And again, watch those throttle traces on the left side of the screen, and you can see how committed he's having to, you know, he never came all the way out of the throttle, had to wait to go full throttle, was in and out of it, but just full confidence the cars are going to stick.
You mentioned commitment, not out of the gas long there.
Yeah, but he'll probably want that back. I think that he had to get out of the gas twice couldn't stay committed down in 1 and 2 to the throttle the first time. Oh, big moment there. You can see the car. He knew it was getting tight. He's like, I'm just the frustration. Right at the last minute, you could feel the car getting tight, and you know, I'm not going to make the corner. Only option here is to lift.
In the green right now compared to Martin Truex.
That high entry you spoke about, Junior. Full commitment here from Larson.
That helped him finish the corner and continue to gain down the front straightaway. He's going to run 30.02. I think that's going to be a tough one to beat.
Surprised that Christopher Bell this year has not run dirt races.
He's doing a great job, though. Really good through 1 and 2. Still gaining down the back straightaway.
Jeff, you going to gloat at all on this prediction?
It's high. It's not over yet. Yeah, he used all the racetrack, but I don't think it hurt him much. No. Still coming to the line quickly. Wow.
29.95 for Christopher Bell. Now Ross Chastain will have to back up that lap.
He will. He'll have to be perfect. Ross is exiting turn 4 now to come to the flag stand. Trying to build all the momentum he can. He's going to need every bit off of turn 4, heading off into turn 1. See the tracker. Not quite as good there entering 1. Gave up a lot of time here.
Going the wrong way.
Yeah, it's bleeding out. It's probably not going to be able to go ahead and back this thing up. Now he's just trying to survive the lap.
0.2 of a second off. Christopher Bell posted a big lap. And Ross Chastain won't be able to back up his first round. And Christopher Bell is going to grab his 8th career pole.
Jeff called it. It's a good job, Jeff.
I got lucky.
I don't know if I'm going to call that luck.
It sure does. 4th pole on the season, 2nd straight after also winning it last weekend in Darlington. How do you capitalize, though, here at Kansas, starting P1?
Well, we've got the Camry to do it, that's for sure. I love this place. That was a lot of fun. Qualifying here is very intense. That's certainly all we had, but I felt really good in practice today. Race trim's what it's all about, and you know, this is week after week. We keep coming to the racetrack with cars that are capable of racing for wins, and you know, I'm ready to put it all together. So thankful to have all of our partners behind us. We got DeWalt on the car this weekend and have been running really good with them, so hopefully we can give them a good show again tomorrow.
This week you've been vocal about not making mistakes. We saw the pole win last week. In a sense, I know you want the pole, but does it put more pressure on you to perform when you start P1?
No, it makes it easier. You know, it definitely takes a little bit of pressure off because you don't have to pass cars. You can just go out there, run your pace. Clean air feels a lot better than being back in the pack. So we just got to do a little bit better job of keeping the clean air, and then you know, ultimately I got to clean up my part driving. So if we put it all together, we're capable of doing bunches of good things in this deal.
Christopher Bell hoping to deliver this weekend at Kansas.
Hi, I'm Parker Kligerman. For more access like this from Pit Road, be sure to click and subscribe to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube channel.